None of us is a number. None of us is a statistic. None of us is a 2%, 50%. Every single one of you is an individual with a story. And you have right now the power to write your story. And we brought you here, and there's a team of people here who are here to help you and coach you and give you the skills to write that story. Over the next few hours, you're going to get a blueprint. How can I write my story so that my story can say graduate, so that my story can say successful, so that my story can say family man, family woman, happily single, happily married, happily dating. Whatever your story is, we're going to give you the blueprint over the next few hours. I travel all over the world. And this last year alone, I've been to the Middle East. I've been to Asia twice. I've been all over. But I can tell you that I've never seen a leadership summit for Latinos like this one. There's no other place, no other state that I know of that has the vision for young Latino leaders. These people are here. These educators are here. The people, the board of directors is here. And they're all saying, go for it. Go for it. This is your story. The only one left to believe is you. And students, we're here to challenge you and inspire you. Grab your future. Life is beautiful. This is the time to write your story. We believe in you, students. You got this. We got to finish up. Are y'all having a good time so far? Students, this is such an honor to be here. This is such an honor to be here. Listen, I grew up in a little corner of Texas, Mexico, and I grew up thinking, nobody understands my pain. Nobody understands what I'm going through. The world is not like this. I thought that I lived in this little corner, isolated world. And I used to think I have nothing to offer the rest of the world. But then I started traveling. And I realized that the rest of the world is not very different than me. I moved to Los Angeles. I was living in Los Angeles. First day I was there, I was watching the news, and it said, LAPD is looking for a man, 5'6" to 5'8", dark hair, dark eyes, Hispanic man, 150 to 175 pounds. And I said, that's all my friends. Everybody I know, all my friends are here in LA. Then I moved to New York City. I moved to the Bronx. As soon as I got out of the subway on 161, right next to Yankee Stadium, I was living on Sheridan, right next to the courthouse, Sheridan and 164. As soon as I walked off of the subway, this is what I heard. Dame ma gasolina. And I said, wait a minute, I know that song. I'm not that different than these people. I went to Montreal, Canada, and I was on the Uber to get a ride to the airport. And I was having some problems communicating with the driver. And I said, what? He's like, tu viens d'où? Where are you from? And I was like, well, I'm Texas, but I'm Mexican. And the guy told me, he's like, oye, papá, yo soy de Cuba. And we started talking in Spanish, and he was able to give me the directions. I was in Rome, Italy. I went to Christmas Eve Mass a few years ago at the Basilica. I couldn't get into the Basilica. And so there was a guy sitting outside. And I said, scusi, a che ora inizia la mezza? And he said, what? I don't speak Italian. And I said, oh, what time is the mass at? And he's like, I think it's at 8. And I said, where are you from? I am from Guadalajara, Mexico. And I said, no manches, güey, yo soy de Laredo. I went to Dubai, and I went into the Zara store in Dubai, in the mall. And the music was boom, 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 boom. The music was going. And then all of a sudden, the music stopped and I heard this. Nah. Everything stopped. I said, what's going on? And they said, it's prayer time. So everything got quiet. Nah. As soon as the music stopped, like nothing happened. And then I said, wait a minute. That's like my friends back home. Because we're in a car with the music. Wait, there's a church. I went to Malaysia, and one of the girls told me, she's like, Mr. Garcia, you are funniest comedian we ever heard. And I said, really? You are only comedian we ever heard. And I said, really? And she said, ah. Here's what I'm getting to, man. I didn't know that little squinklito me from nowhere, Texas, Tengo pasaporte mexicano, tengo pasaporte americano. I didn't think I had anything to offer the world. But when I was able to get that education, it showed me and it opened up my mind que yo también tengo un gran valor. You have a great value. And what education does, it's not about a piece of paper. It's about who you become in the process. Some people say, I just want to get my diploma. I want these 4 years to go by so I can have a piece of paper. It's about who you become in the process. Let me finish here. Are y'all having a good time? Cool. Let me finish here with this story. When you focus, when you find your genius, when you find your story, and you surround yourself with a team like this, the things that used to become your weakness become your strength. I went to Switzerland just a few years ago, the largest French-speaking conference in the country for French-speaking teens and youth. And I took the same joke they told me years earlier and I flipped it. I was able to turn my weakness into a strength. I took the microphone and I said, if you speak 3 languages, you're trilingual. If you speak 2 languages, you're bilingual. But if you speak 5 languages, you're David Edward Garcia. I was able to flip it. And that's why we're here, students, because we're going to rewrite our story. We're going to rewrite our script. Students, if I had time, I will go by every single one of you, and I would shake your hand. I'd look at you eye to eye, and I'd tell you face to face that the future belongs to you. You might say, well, I'm not Hispanic, wherever you come from. Dude, I don't even know Spanish. I don't even know what you're talking about. Dreams are for everybody. Beauty is for every single person on this planet. And education is for everybody. My spiritual belief teaches me if you're a male or a female, if you're red or yellow, black or white, whatever your orientation is, whatever you like, dreams, a future, and an education belong to you. We're here to tell you this is your greatest moment. If I had time, I would tell you how wonderful the future is, how much potential you have. Listen, since I don't have that time, there's 2 things I want to do. Number 1, I want to give my book for free to every single one of you. My book. Since I couldn't carry them all in the airport, all you got to do is this. Go to my website, davidedwardgarcia.com. You put in your information there. You click the button. It's sent to you automatically. davidedwardgarcia.com. davidedwardgarcia.com. Not .mx, just .com. Guys, you're going to have a great day. It's a great honor to be here with you. My name is David Edward Garcia. Thank you so much, students. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Get up for Gordo. Gordo. He thought I said Volvo. No. You're not getting, yeah, I know, you're Flaco now. We hate you. Okay. Hey, you could also follow him on his Twitter account.